Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Tim and Yashi again. Alright, I'm going to start off with this little desktop buddy right here. I just want to show my new desktop off. Again. Alright, most people would think, desktop buddy wouldn't really do much, right? Wrong. Let's see, you can change that, the scale lever, you can refresh it if you modify it, whatever. Let's see, characters. I have a bunch of different characters in Japanese, of course. I have Japanese installed on my computer. It's running under a Japanese Windows Vista. Launch programs, like you can set up in here, like what programs you want to launch, so on. You can actually teach her shit. Let's see, put all kinds of stuff in here, biographs, or blogs and shit. Make her say something like so. You can actually start a timer. I'll show you all that. She'll go off here in a minute saying the timer, blah blah, in 1 minute it's up. Alright, for this little program, this is my Winamp, believe it or not. I thought it was pretty cool looking, so there you go. This is part of Winamp, but I have a clock playing in it. And if you click on her, she will actually tell you the time in Japanese. It is linked into your time over on your start menu. The clock in the background also works. The normal time on there, on the digital readout there, is in military time, so don't panic if you use it. Alright, this here is just a desktop body. She doesn't really do anything. She just kind of like, dances around and stuff. This program here, on the other hand, does do a lot. It shows CPU temperature, which I have not got a chance to set up yet. I have to incorporate a line of code to make it work, blah blah blah. RAM usage, so on, upload, download speed, battery life, which is pointless because I'm on a desktop, which also links into my Winamp, and I can actually stop stuff from playing like so, that you just seen, and start my clock back up. And we have this little thing here. It's a calendar I actually made myself. What more can I say? It's a calendar. Shows the day being the 30th because it's freaking 3:29 in the AM. And the 10th, where it's pink, you can actually set up events and shit, and they'll show up under pink on the calendar, so on. This little character here is Miku as well. If you can't tell, I like Miku. And believe it or not, this little program is an MP3 player. You drag and drop, MP3s on top of her like so. But I'm not going to do that because that's already in there. And you click on her arm, right click on her arm, and it brings you up this list, and you pick what you want her to play. Which I'm gonna get her to play this. Who doesn't love this song? Okay, anyways, to get that to stop playing, just click on her little hairbread on the right side. Alright, let's continue on the list of programs. We have my hard drives up here. Another little cool thing. It shows how much is in the hard drives themselves. The H drive, just for everybody's knowledge, that is all anime. It just shows. And it shows more of, blah blah blah, so on, with CPU usage and more of that. It's kind of useless to have up, but I like it. On my other monitor, which you cannot see on this recorder, I wish I could find one to do both monitors, but there isn't one. I have more monitors, temperature gauges, and so on. Like I have this one, also made that skin. It just changes your desktop. It's a quick changer. I don't ever use it, I just like having it up. I have a lot of stuff like this. That is also a CPU meter. When more angry she looks, the more CPU you're using, which I'm using a lot because the recorder, uses a lot to record shit. And I'm having 1080p monitor, so yeah, go fig. And I have this little program, tells me actual temperature, setting of my clock speed of my CPU, and so on. Another clock. I have too many damn clocks. Yeah. I have another program called, well, you can see this. This is actually an icon, but it's on a Star Dock. For anybody kind of likes Apple, I don't know. I don't really like Apple at all, but I like the dock menu a little bit. And that's about it. If anybody wants any of these programs, just leave a link or post or whatever, and I'll give you programs, skins and all if you want them. Like there's more in there, just this is what I'm using at the moment. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.